Okay, folks, let me say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and let me say wheresoever you are joining me this evening, about the time is 5 in Liberia. Let me use this time to welcome you to this Queen Abbey Liberia show. You are welcome on this platform. I'm your local host, Brother Emmanuel M. Grusin. Let me use this time to welcome you as about the time is 5. As you hear the theme song, definitely meaning we are getting prepared about our normal day discussion. Like for me, I will be your local host every Friday and Saturday It's about the time. Wheresoever you are fighting, wheresoever you are joining, let me use this time to encourage you that there's a time you wake up, there's a time if you are in bed, we wake up to discuss Liberia. And let me say this and welcome to this platform. As you hear the theme song, definitely meaning we are getting ready for the today discussion. So let us take a theme song, a small bit of a theme song that we get prepared and go to our discussion today. Let me say welcome, Riverside Pro, welcome, greeting to you too. Yes, and we are getting the gist of the song. I know to wheresoever you are following, you're shaking your head. As you hear the theme song, we are getting set. Okay, let me say good evening again. Let me use this time to welcome you as you join on, and let me encourage you as you join. Please share, and let me say welcome, Brother Opie Wade, for joining and following the conversation. And let me say thank you for always being there and share our information. This platform is where we discuss critical issues pertaining to Liberia and the rest of the world. And let me say thank you to wheresoever you are joining us from the evening. Yesterday, our listening time, where we discussed a couple of issues affecting Liberia. We discussed about the growth of Liberia, wherein it requires every one of us, time, efforts to see how best we can pull Liberia forward. Yesterday, we discussed a couple of things about the voter registrations, about the press statement from the American Embassy government response, and the conversation was very interactive. But today, we thought to also bring to you the youth chair of Nima Kwado organizations. I think we've been following the news after the endorsement of President Weah by the national leadership. The youth came out to also rebut and also distance themselves from the process. So about 5:20, we'll be bringing on the platform the youth chair impression of Mr. Opie Wade to explain to our folks, to tell us what had gone wrong about the issues of the organization. So by 5:20, you'll be on the show, I guess. So I encourage you keep following, and you also remain there to ask a necessary question. But today, before our guests come on, I want us to look at one or two things that are resolved that happened in Liberia today. We had to do with the petitioning ceremony of the sanctions. Let me say, Janet Harris, thanks for watching and thanks for joining us at this time. The petition ceremony of the sanctions as government official in person of Nathaniel Magay held today in Magibi, District Number 1. As you have been following, we saw a huge crowd that went at our occasions to go petitions Mr. Nathaniel Magay to contest. Let me say, Vicky Ja, thanks for watching and thanks for joining us. Let me say you are welcome. Huge number of people went today in Magibi District Number 1 to petitions Mr. Nathaniel Magay. So what came to my mind, and I also think on is the issue of Liberians. Like I was saying yesterday, we are our own problem. The fact remains, you cannot live in a country wherein people are determined, people are looking at your happenings, people are trying to find solutions. But you and myself, we are not there to help in the process, but we are there to create more, to intensify our situations. What I think on here today is that if American government, the father of Liberia, the father of many countries in the world, can come out to say, look, we are identifying issues in Liberia that we all need to help, that we all need to voice it out, that we all need to, in collaboration with Liberians, need to find solutions that Liberia can be better. We witnessed an occasion wherein few years or few months ago, let me say James Tadu, thanks for watching and thanks for joining us. Nathaniel McGill was sanctioned by the American government. Bill Torrey was also sanctioned by the American government. Serena Seaford, those three guys were sanctioned by the American government on ground that there are a lot of offenses that were discovered by the American. They were corrupt, compromising of justice in the country. But we as Liberians, we are not realizing those statements from the American government. They put boldly to us that in fact said McGill, the letter of Tuareg, the letter of Serena Seaford, there are people wherein their hand was caught in a cooking jar. Their access was seized in America. And they go back telling the Liberians, our government, let me say Sebastian Sano, thank you for joining and thank you for watching. They came out to say that, look, those three guys, there should be no business, no Liberian or international community should do business with those three guys. Because the fact is, those three guys, they are corrupt. I think we saw that when the American government released a press conference. Let me say the CEO, you are welcome, thank you for joining, thank you for watching. And let me say welcome so much for joining this platform. Those guys were caught with the corruption saga now in the world from the Global Magnitsky Act. And the people were bold by helping all, like I said yesterday, our problem in the country now requires Americans to come and say we want to find solution. It's we Liberians. We can say, look, since other people have come out to speak on our behalf, the only thing is that let us find solutions. And what are those solutions we can find? Like for instance, we say, okay, look, since XYZ John Brown have been sanctioned by the international community, there should be steps taken by our community, our government, to see how better people can go and face injustice. But we the Liberians, we are not thinking of those things. Like what I saw today in Magibi, it scared me a lot. It scared me so badly. It made me to question our education ability as Liberians. In the sense that if people at the international level can come out to sanction an individual, but yet we say if we sanction, in that sanction, we'll vote for the person, it means that something has happened to our mind. We saw huge people today in Magibi telling us that in fact, if we sanction Maggie, in that sanction will make him senator of this county. So the question to them is that if Maggie had been opportune, or maybe you people elect Maggie to be senator of Magibi, where are the international lobbying that Maggie will go and lobby? The fight American government and tell you that no international community should do business with such individual. But we are there as Liberian today, going around Those same corrupt people using the money that they stole from our corrupt, using the money that they stole from the government of Liberia to tell us that, look, I want to become president or representative in the country. I want to also become senator in the country. But the question to us at Liberia is that, why is the track record of you are trying to advocate for Senate? You are also trying to go back to the government. Folks, as the country continue to dwell on the issue of party settlement, like I saw today, the Sanction Mangiu was sitting down, realized, wherein our Liberians, the youth, the people that refer to them as first-time voters, were also there today, encouraging such a person. Let me say thank you for joining, Vicky Jai. Thank you for watching. They are there bringing battle crowd. They are there doing the necessary things, but they are not looking at the struggle they go through a day as Liberians. They are not looking at their living conditions. They are not also looking at the present situation with their own life. Why will it benefit you when someone who steal your money, someone who steal your resources, and they build a luxury house, the bigger or the finest house in Liberia, they buy the finest car, their children in Europe, in Asia, in the Western world learning, but you and myself, we stay here, our life not changing, but we want to subject ourselves, we want to subject our right to the people, we want to, make them to say they are God for you and myself. If we not see them, our life will not change. How much dollar is $10 for someone to say, okay, look, let me give you the $10 goal, a $10 program. If I say, go and do XYZ for me, when I become senator, I will do this. Are we not realizing? The American government came to say, those people are corrupt people. But man, because our party affiliation with those people, we say, if I say, those people corrupt, they're not corrupt, we will vote them. Then it tells me that something has happened to us as Liberians. Something has really, happened to us as Liberians in the sense that we can realize and listen to our people who stand to help us in our country. We are not going anywhere. What the essence, what the reasons you select or you elect your representative? You only elect representative to go and steal, or you elect somebody to bring changes in your life. Folks, fellows that are going out there, now attempt to look at it carefully and find solutions. People will say, other people will say, yo, we talk at the end of the day. Why it's true that we may be the noisy majority, but in fact they will grab the issues and they will grab the situation at times. At times, believe that when they go home, they think on those things, but we can mind your conditions to misuse yourself and to misuse and abuse your own right as Liberians. You think man get building house, building a house, paying so much $1 million to bury his mother, you think it's benefiting you? Do you not think that the money that you're using to build such a project or to bury his mother, someone who has dead and gone, you think that money can be transferred to our budget, or that money can do community project? Do you not think in that direction? Oh, the people must steal because they are part of your government. They are sedition. You are supporting them because you seditions. But are you going back in your own concept to say the type of sedition I am? Why is the change in my life? Oh, we must be singing for them. At the end of the day, they go, they have the best meal for themselves. Why you and myself to afford a driver, we get able to do it for ourselves? This is loyalty you want for us to be showing to those politicians? Thank you for following Brother Obi Way. And thank you for joining. We all got to discuss the issue together. Let me use this time to also welcome Amadou Dennis Diallo. Thank you for watching and also thank you for joining the platform. What happened to Liberians as people in the country? I saw people today saying a lot of things. In fact, our politics in the country have gone to the extent that people are doing Liberian politics now, they're provoking one another. That is complete mockery to the Liberian people. That is complete mockery to our democracy that we have. What the essence? That you go and support somebody who steal from your own government, who also invest, so people say invest, but that is complete stealing. What the difference between Day and Zogo? The guy who pass behind your house, maybe collect one or two things from behind your house, you will beat the person, you kill the person. But those men who wear the decent clothes, they go at those particular area, they steal huge amount of money. They brought destruction to your life. Thank you, Mr. Masale, for joining the platform, and thank you for watching. What the difference between them? So like I was saying, we will soon be joining our guests. Today we stand to look at the issue of the Nima Kwado youth, where in recent they distanced themselves from the endorsement of President Weah re-election by the national leadership. So we will soon be joining the youth here to explain to us what really going on, on in the organization. Because the youth are saying different things, while the national leadership are also saying different things. So we thought to bring the youth here today on the platform to explain to us in detail, to explain to our Liberian outside there in detail why is the state of the organization. So we'll surely be joining him. As we encourage you, as you join the platform, please share this the particular platform in various chat room. Please invite people to follow, because together we discuss on the platform. We discuss issues affecting Liberians. As some professors say you're starting on issues, it endanger your life. You're starting on issues, it endanger the society. So we all need to be focused. We all need to speak against it. Like I said, like issue now, but there are things. It requires everyone. So 2 minutes from now, first, we'll be joining our guest, Mr. Willie, who will be explaining to us the state of the young people in the organizations, why seeing the distance themselves from the endorsement of President Weah re-elections. So we'll also be asking Brother Obi Willie to get set and let us see how best we can bring on the show to join us at about this time. We are expecting him, as you know, this is an online platform, so we are expecting him to join the platform at about this hour. These are the issues. Today we saw Liberians that with all we're getting ourselves, we abandoning our family to come talk for in Magibi again, saying that their petition corrupt person. So these are the issues in Liberia. So let me tell the CEO Jack. These are the things. So we'll be giving the CEO 3 minutes because our guests, they are waiting us to just say one or two things on the platform before we invite our guests. CEO, you are welcome.
Hi, Emmanuel. Hi to everybody on the voice, the sound of Emmanuel's voice. Just wanted to officially welcome you. I know we did the post, but I wanted to officially welcome you to the platform. And you did great yesterday, your premiere show. I got feedback from someone, and the person was really, they were really happy with you. They said that they liked your conversations that you had. Your conversation was vast, and they understood it, and they related to it. So I just want to put that out there to encourage you to continue to do your best. I know you're a young man. You're bringing all of the the different ills and advocacy and everything in your community. Well, I'm here to encourage you to say continue to do what you do best, and I want everybody that's on this platform to share his show, because he's someone who's just starting on this platform, and this platform has thousands of followers. So I know a lot of you people in groups in different places. You can do him a favor by sharing his show. Yeah, he's on the ground. He's the local host. He's going to be telling you what the people are saying. He's going to be bringing you the voice of the people. So again, I just want to welcome you and welcome your first guest that will be coming, Willie, to the platform, and hopefully Willie can share the show so the other people that are on his first list can be able to hear what he has to say.
Thank
So
you. Thank you very much for the motivation, and also thank you for doing the necessary arrangement to be on the show. Like I always say, we need people like you people to be around. People that believe in bringing young people, at times the Bible says that it's better to give a man a flower while he is alive. So let me say thank you for arranging such a platform wherein the young people, the oldest, will be able to cross-pollinate ideas and bring way forward to the survivability of the country. Thank you very much.
yes, I appreciate it, and just want to say kudos to you, and I want to encourage you, because sometimes when you're watching the show, the numbers that you see, that they're not the actual numbers. Some people watches the show after the fact. Some people watch the show with us showing that they're watching the show. So don't, whatever you have to put out there, put it out there. Bring your passion out. Don't look at numbers. Just know that you educating and you advocating, and you bringing the voice of the people. So without much ado, I must take my leave. I will be listening to you, and will be cheering you on from this end of my where I am.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we are waiting our guests to join us. While we are waiting, like I was saying today, so these are the issues and these are the situations today the Liberian people are confronting with, wherein our Liberians, our young people, our old people, we have become, blind loyalists to these nations. So as we are expecting our guests to join, these are the things. First, like we really thought to bring you the recording of McGill today. If you listen to the voice from McGill today, you feel discouraged. So we'll also be asking our guests as we prepare ourselves to join as about the time to join us, because we are already in time. So these are the things. Like today, I watched the video in Magibi. I felt bad. I felt frustrated. In the sense that where the country is going, somehow we now said no. Why will Liberians continue to worship people wherein they pretend, I hate to say, they love a country, but in their heart they are evil. They are evil to this country. What can you get out of McGill? What new McGill can bring to the force to the table to say yes, we can develop Liberia, where is himself, he will be the better person who could do the necessary advice to president. We have to see how best the Liberian people's life can change. So you want to go at the Senate and bring another changes? Look, let us try to be serious in the country. If we continue to use our country in a form and manner, I am surely saying that Liberia will not be going anywhere. So our guest is already on as we bring our guest. Our guest is here. So let all get said that we bring on our guest. So okay, let me say welcome, Mr. Obi Wele. He is a National Youth Congress chair of the Nima Kwado Incorporated Liberia. This is the Nima-based organizations establishing Nima and operating in 15 counties in Liberia. That we've been following. The last time there were issues within the organization wherein the national leadership of the organization endorsed President Weah, but after that, few weeks, the Youth Congress came up with a rebuttal statement that the endorsement, they are not in favor. They said and said the fact is that the organization was established and it was established on the basis of non-political organization. So they do not pay no loyalty to a political party because the organization have diverse politicians, people from diverse political background within the organization. So it's not possible to just take that organization, to take the organization of President Weah. So we thought today to bring him and explain to us on the platform in detail about what are going wrong in the organization, why the stand of the youth in the organization. So, Mr. Willie, let me say you are welcome on the platform, and let me say thank you for joining the Queen Abby Liberia show.
All right, Emmanuel, I want to say thank you ever so much for inviting me. I want to say thank you also for all those who are listening. If you don't know me, my name is Mr. O.P.M. Willie. I'm the National Youth Chair for Mobilization and Recruitment, Nima Kwado. I think you got a lot of things on your plate to ask me, and I'm willing to respond to those questions. I want to say clearly to you that Nima Kwado, as you all know, that name Kwado means we are one.
We will get there. We will get there, Mr. Willie, as we about to go in the discussion. So, what I really want to understand and know from your angle, who is this OP and OP in the Kwado? You care to tell all people of Nima? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you ever so much. I know there where you are going. My name is OPM Willie once again. I hail from District Number 4, Lima County, from Bayangle Town. I'm the National Youth Chair for Mobilization and Recruitment. I've been with Nima Kwado since 2017. When the entire organization was down, we started to revamp the organization along with Mr. Isaac Dan, the left of Justin Weah, the left of Andy, Emmanuel Gruzian, the left of April C, and the rest of the guys, Emmanuel Yelu, and a lot of people from different communities, where I've been working with the young people since 2017 as we try to revamp the organization. So we have been working tirelessly to make sure that the people of Nima comes together, that we unite one another to seek the interests of our citizens who will be affected by some natural disaster, maybe by armed robbery, maybe by people attacking them. So we intend to put a group together so we'll be able to go to their rescue when something happens. And we have done several occasions like Princess Cooper, people die in Bapolo, people die in Riverses, in Grand Crew, and other places. Even in Ray Field, in District Number 17, where I reside, people die, and Nima Kwado was able to reach to them. So that's what we have been doing. It's a citizen-based organization.
Thank you very much, Mr. Willie. So, in detail, what the folks listening to you on the platform want to know is that, like a recent, we've been following the revamp in the organization about the national leadership endorsing President Weah. And weeks again, we saw the youth coming out to distance themselves from such decisions about the re-election of President Weah. So we purposely thought to bring you on board to explain to us in detail the constitution portions that says the organization, because everybody now is like confused now in Nima. There is the organization funded in Nima. Everybody now confused in Nima. The endorsement of President Weah by the Nima Kwado. First, what the word Kwado mean?
Okay, thank you again. As I said earlier on, the Nima Kwado, we say Nima Kwado, that word Kwado means we are one. It both in manner and in view. Kwado, it means we are one. So, Kwado, as I said earlier on, it means we are one. And I hear you asking serious questions concerning who endorsed President. We endorse President. Well, the fact of the matter, I want to tell you that Nima Kwado is peaceful. We are not giving our support to anyone as far as the Youth Congress is concerned. Once upon a time, our leaders, in President Mr. Azid Dan, called us that President Weah wanted to see us, and he wanted to actually empower us. As Nima Kwado, he wanted to sit with us and talk to us. He has something to tell us. And as the citizen of Liberia, once a leader of a nation called you, our constitution provides that we have to go to the person called. That's why we are non-political, we are civil society organization. We work in the interest of the country. So if the president of the nation called us, we had no right to say no to him, but we didn't know the content of the call. He only told us that we should go there. He wanted to see us. He wanted to empower us. But we don't know what was the empowerment. And he gave him a call as head of recruitment mobilization for the youth. And I placed call to all my people under my control, and we mobilized the manpower and we went. When we got to ministerial complex, it was on the 2nd of March, March 3rd, it was on March 3rd. We got to ministerial complex, they said, oh, we went to the executive march. That day was the International Women's Day. I can remember vividly. And they never give us seat. We were standing all around, loitering in the corridor, 126 individuals from 15 counties, county leadership, district leadership, sector heads. They called us. They said the president wants to see us. So Emmanuel, we took upon ourselves. We went there, we stood to that place, a ministerial complex for more than 2 hours plus. And after the program was over, they said, oh, the venue of the meeting has changed to the Jamaica Resort, which is the home of the president, or the entertainment place of the president. And there where they took us, the charter of Killer Bean bought the yellow long buses, the school buses, the charter one, and they put all of us in it, drove their own car, and we went. When we got to the place, they took all of our phones, they ushered us in, and we sat down, and we waited for another 1 hour, and President Weah came. But before then, we noticed that some politicians from our county, they left Honorable Garrison Yelu, Manteleke Timba, who just resigned, Wallace Waduna, who just appointed in Copper position, a left of the Deputy Minister for Commerce, Mr. Bangura, Wilfred Bangura, Melvin Yelu, and all these politicians who are in government, we just saw them, and they are not due, members of our organization. We have no record of them giving support to the organization. But because we are united, we have numbers, and I guess because election is coming, they decide to identify themselves with us. That's how we saw them, and we saw a prayer release of people going around, and county heads are signing, leadership are signing. We don't know what was that. And after the president came, they ushered him, he sat down, and he said, what a surprise. And Nima Kwado, came to me without informing me. That was shocking to all of us. And Mr. Garrison Yelu stood up and told the group that we are going to a fishing expedition. He has called a big fish, which is called Nima Kwado, because they know the strength of the organization. In the 15 countries, we have 100,000+ membership. So because of the membership and because of the strength we have, they want to use it apparently to score some political goals. That which we don't like because the organization is non-political per our constitution and bylaw. So he has caught a big fish, which is Nima Kwado, and we are here to pledge our loyalty to the president. And upon saying that, they gave a document to our national leadership, the president of the organization, Mr. Aziz Dan, and he stood up and said, oh, let the youth talk first. So our youth chair, who is suspended right now, Asma Vonle, will give him the authority to speak on behalf of the young people. And he stood there and said, President, where we have come to pledge our support to you, we endorse you as for your second term date. That was shocking, that it brought noise. It confused the minds of the people, because that was not a plan, that was not what we were told. And they left. After that, as that came and they presented, the president said he willing to work with us. And after they have finished speaking, all the journalists, Solokeba told them to leave, and all the journalists left because all of our leaders have been captured on the camera already, and the news is already gone, and that was it. So how the president came, decided to tell how he from Nima, his grandparent from Nima, all the kind of story. And after that, we came outside. They actually transport the entire group 5,000 US dollars. All of us saying that we received 2 million. Is that 2 million? They give up $5,000 to transport everybody, people from different areas, and they pay your way according to your distance. They give some people $20, they give some people $50 based on your distance, based on where the country you're from. And that's how the money was distributed. But when we came outside, there was serious agitation. People were angry. People said the organization is non-political. Why should we come to President Weah and endorse President Weah? And the organization is squarely for Nima County, is squarely for the purpose of the improvement of Nima and its citizens. We don't normally give the organization out to anyone. If we even want to support somebody, it should be somebody from within the organization who is a due payer, who is a member, who want to become a politician. Then we can put our weight behind you. That's how the constitution runs. Because one, as for me, I decided to say, oh, I want to be representative of district number 4. Nima County, Nima Kwara as a due payer, as executive member, they will put their weight behind me. They will go in the county and talk to the people and say, oh, our son is good. We have been working with him. You know, we can trust him. And put their weight. That's how it went. So that's it. That's the entire endorsement. It was a kangaroo endorsement, not something that was plain. They were not something people want to agree on. Say, oh, yes, indeed. We agree on this. We are happy. Let's go and do it. Because for the past 6 years, President Weah had not come to us to give us anything, to even give executive member a job, a shipping job. Then now you want to go for second term, you get few people apparently cash or they were coerced or whatever on the ground what I was done. We were not in the know. We just received a call, and based on our commitment to the organization, we responded to the call. That's actually happened. So that's why we went. It's not like it was premeditated and say, yes, we agree, all of us agree, and we both said no. So when we came back, there have been serious agitation in the chat room. We take issue with the national leadership, and because of our agitation of the Youth Congress and all the members, and we even denied the national president of not coming to District 17, District 16 program because he was suspended by the board. And we resisted that anywhere. Once the board suspended him, we stand by the board decision. If he put him for anywhere, we cause trouble. That's what we actually said. We embarrassing, and media will carry it. So the 2 occasions you are not able to attend it. He abstained from those activities. But later on, the board constituted a committee to investigate the entire endorsement. And I was the Secretary General for the investigating committee. I constitute 3 male and a female. So for 4 presidents are investigating, and from our own investigation, we found out that as there's a provision in our constitution, preamble paragraph 2 of the constitution states clearly that the organization is non-political. It means we don't go to the entire Nima Kwado cannot put on their t-shirts, put on their membership to go to a political rally. We don't put our t-shirt, we don't put all of our members to go and endorse a particular candidate. So that's how the entire law says. So because of that, he went against it. And the board too, because they had to get Isaac, and because actually he erred by carrying us to the organization, to the president, and endorsing the president. It was a big mistake that he made, and the board had not really been able to monitor the activities of Mr. Isaac down. So because of that, so we should come to start we should refrain from the media. Nobody should go to radio station. Nobody should do any political stuff. We should remain indoor and solve this matter. So the recommendations are there. Nobody should go to media. Nobody should go to any political utterances in the media. That's what the report says. That was the recommendation. But currently, as we speak, Azedan is on the radio in Nima. I received some calls from some journalists that he was dating the people that all Nima Kwado membership should support President Weah. All Nima Kwado in the southeast, as we speak now here, he thinks that in the southeast, mobilizing people, although somebody died, 2 persons have already died, and he's supposed to go and reach there, but on the radio, they are telling people to go and register. At the same time, they have come to encourage all the residing in the southeast to vote for President Weah. And that which contravenes our laws, that which is a complete contradiction to the report that we have made, and that is the reason why the entire youth Congress, we came together and we released a press statement saying that we distance ourselves from the kangaroo endorsement that is being done by our national president, and we will not and will never make the organization political, because our organization is a traditional organization, it's a citizen-based organization, it's a civil society organization, it's an organization that is there to settle dispute, when something happens between government and the citizens, we will be the middleman, we will play the mediation role to make sure that the right thing is done, to make sure that justice is given, like Princess Cooper, that many of our members were flawed, their clothes were torn apart, we have pictures and videos to that effect in our possessions. Now these things have been happening to our members, because Princess Cooper from Nima, she was killed in cold blood, and we needed justice, and we went to here the David Junction to protest, and the some of our members, they were flawed, and we'll have video to that. So there is kind of stand that we are taking, and we use our own meager resources, we use our own little hustle, we're turning around with them to support this organization. So we don't have any external support, like from America, from government, from anyone. But if you will come, you go want to bring our people under one umbrella, we from diverse political background, like me, I'm from Liberty Party, and we have members who are from ANC, we have members who are from CDC. But because of Nima Kwado, we don't play a major role in these political parties. We are behind because we don't want to play a major role, go talk to somebody who is a member of our organization, or talk to their leader that they are supporting, and they will be agitating, and we are executive member of the organization. So the reason is we decided to stop, we decided to be at the back so we can work for the organization, so we can make sure that everybody will respond to us the day we call them. So there's something around for our national leader, who is now suspended, to be going to the Southeast, encouraging our people to go and register at the same time to vote for President. We say it's a day service to the Youth Congress, it's a day service to the organization. So we will not sit down at Youth Congress. Pretty soon we'll come up with a very strong press statement that the media will carry. We are serious about what we are telling you. We are not going to relent on this issue. We know it's a battle. We know the government is in charge. But there's one great man that says that leadership is not about being in charge, but it is about taking care of people in your charge. You know. So if you say you are a leader, you must be able to take care of people who are in your charge. It's not about you saying, me, I'm the leader, I'm the president, so I can do anything. No, you can't do anything without the acquiescence or without the support of the masses. And the Youth Congress is actually the engine of the organization. We don't want to drive the day-to-day activities of the organization. We say people should not go, they will not go. When we say they should not vote, they should not vote, because we are strong, we can move, we can reach, we can do anything. But because he's our leader, we respected him. But the way the organization is going, the Youth Congress said, no, we will not allow ourselves to go the way it's going. And we will not continue this path. So we want to resist any attempt by the president to carry the organization, to turn it to a political party. Saying he's a politician and he can go as an individual, but he should not carry the team, he should not carry the name Kwado. Then mean we are not one again. Because politics is there to divide people, is there to sow seeds of disunity among the people. So that's what we don't want. So for you to invite me on this show, that's the clarity on all of the happenings in our organization. And we pray and hope that this issue will be resolved adequately so the organization can remain, together. Because once we take side with anyone or we go to any political party, it becomes a serious issue and people will be agitating and people will go disgruntled. We don't want our membership to go disgruntled.
Okay, first, as we listen to the youth here of the Nima Kwado organizations, I think the clarities that is made, they also need some questions and whatsoever. But really, what I want to ask you as the head of the Youth Congress is that the organization in person, as is Nima-based organization or maybe organization like established in a 15 counties in Liberia?
As I told you, I said our organization is citizen-based because we are citizens that left Nima and we in other counties. So that's why we carved the name Kwado. And we say Kwado is not just yesterday name. It's something that our forefather, our ancestor, decided to work on. That wherever Nimba and Gala, they should be united. They should be able to support one another. Even like now, if I don't even know you, but once you have a name, you can say, oh, my brother, Immediately I know that there is my brother. So I'm accommodating. So that thing give us the courage for us to accommodate anyone. Once you speak that dialect, either you speak the Kran, you speak the Pere, you speak the Mandingo or whatever, you say you're from Nima, I take it to be my brother, I take it to be my sister, and I'm gonna give you the kind of support that I can give you, all the kind of accommodation that will help. So that's why actually our ancestors, that's the kind of orientation people give us, that wherever you see your brother, you must be able to help them. You don't have to know the man, you know the man have to come from mother and father. So all of our people, about 100,000 plus in the 15 counties, in their locale, they put themselves into a sector. And the sector, from there you get a county, from the county you get from the sector you get a district, from the district you get a county. So that's how it is structured. So if you are in District 17, in a various community, you have a sector, maybe about 25, you come together, you get a leadership, you get the chairman, the co-chair, the treasurer, the chaplain, the secretary general, everything. You put the people together as quado. That when something happens to those 25, any of them, the 25 person, any of them, you'll be able to respond. They will pay your dues and everything. Then you will report to the district. Then the district will report to the county, then the county will report to the national. That's how the entire structure of the organization is. So in the 15 county, it is structured just like that in the 73 electoral district of the 15 counties of Liberia. So these people are working directly with the national leadership. The national leadership is based in Monrovia. And we had a board that constitute 9 presidents from the 9 electoral districts of NEMA. So it means that District 1 all the way to District 9, they had their representation on the board, and they are the higher decision-making body. And the leadership, we now decide, okay, the board will appoint one person, like Isaac Danwe is now suspended to be the president. He didn't want to supersede the entire 15 counties, including NEMA.
Okay, thank you. First, I think we listening to Mr. Willie about the distancing of the youth component from the decision made by the national president in explaining to us in detail. And what really, we have been thinking as, because for me, this is the organization for me, I'm from Para, and I believe that we are from the same route. And being from the same route, since the decision coming from the national president of the organizations was something that maybe other people will be looking at it. But what I really want to get from you as the head of the young people is that I really want to understand as to whether if the organization is something that also work with the Nima County Legislature Caucus, or maybe that's something that is separate from the Nima County Legislature Caucus. Why is the stand of the Legislature Caucus when it comes to decision making in the organization?
The legislature, if you are a due payer, if you are representative from District 1 and you are paying due to or you become member. But we are saying clearly to you that we are not political groupings. And they are aware, they know. So to say we are closely working with a politician, we say no, the organization is just an independent body. If you are not paying a due to us, you are not a member. But by extension, maybe by association, because you are from NEMA, you see me, I'm a member of NEMA Quado. But we have to look at your record. Are you paying dues to us? Do you have our ID card? Do you attend our meeting? Do you contribute when something happens? So if these questions are not answered, definitely. So right now, to be clear with you, we are not working with the legislature. We are an independent body. We collect our own dues. We have our own operation. But when something happens, we can get to them. Oh, this thing happened. So if you get 200, you give it to us. We consider as a contribution towards the organization. But it does not mean that tomorrow when you're going to run your campaign in District 1 in Nima, we're going to mobilize our people from Monrovia to say, yo, you're going to make your 200, so let all and rally around to go to him. No, we say no to you. That's not the purpose. Because something is happening in Bapolo or something happening in Ketman or Lofa or wherever, and it is a citizen issue, we don't have the cash that to go, we can come to you and tell you that all this has happened. So people can reach there, your money can reach there, help us. So you got to give $100, we go. So that does not mean that the $100 you pay to us is buying us. No, we want the organization is an integrity-based organization. We want for our integrity to stand. That tomorrow the history will judge or the society will judge or based on our stand. But we are saying this to our leader, but he's not understanding, right? He's not understanding us. He's saying that, oh, apparently The opportunity he has seen, we don't want it. What is the opportunity after 6 years? What is the opportunity? What is the opportunity so far? We have been running the institution for the past 5 years. So the last year now, what we are going to election is the time we come to break down everything that we have built. The organization actually fractured, it was scattered. After 2017, because certain group of people when carry the organization to Honorable Bronsky, and some group of people said they want to go to Unity Party and all of that. And it was scattered. So he brought a very good idea with the leg of the board chair and the rest of the people. And we decided to work. And they put us to work. They didn't give us money, but we used our own resources. We used our time. We left our job to go and settle dispute in those communities. We set a committee. We work as committee heads to settle dispute in those communities. Somebody went and sold the organization entire generator, 25 bags of cement, and they use the money on themselves. They say they are the leader. So we don't want these things to repeat. We don't want right after October 10 that the organization will die, that people will not be able to listen to us. We want tomorrow we'll be able to go to Prince Johnson, we'll be able to go to Pueblo, we'll be able to go to if the president will win, we'll go to him. Let people get regard for us. We should be able to work with people. So the organization made decisions on individual basis. It's not based on because somebody promised us to give us something. No. Even you want to make a minister and deputy minister, how many months will we work for? In case the election not go our way. So these are the questions. We want to maintain the neutrality of the organization. That's what we are pushing. But they won't understand. They are seeing little cash now that they may take, like a little child, they take the entire rest from you, they just give little, a very little. They are finished eating half of it, they give little. John come, or Johnny come here, and you're running to capture that little plate because you are hungry. That's the kind of thing they're doing to us. So we want to say to you, as conscious-minded Nimbayan, as conscious-minded youth of the organization, we will not sit down here and mortgage our future and mortgage our integrity because of little things. We say no. The President William gave us 1 million today. Maybe it's just a help that you want to give. That 1 million, our people will hold it. It will not go the way he wants us to go. Because this organization, the law says, is non-political. Any political alignment, anybody that wants to come, you come in to give us an assistance. And you give us that assistance, it's for us to make a rational decision. It's not for us to bring the entire body, because this man from ANC, for example, you from ANC, I can't take it and say, go for CDC. And the man from CDC, I can't take it and say, go to ANC. That's a complete contradiction. The reason why we are one is because we are from a diverse political background. We put our political differences aside when it comes to the organization. That is the understanding. So those who don't from Nima, who don't understand what Kwado means, we are one, under one umbrella. So nothing should divide us, not even politics.
Okay, thank you. First, I think we are listening to the youth chair explaining to us in detail the organization stand when it comes to political activities, when it comes to party issues. So, what really for me I've been thinking on the issue like you mentioned about if the organizations you are a flag member of the organization, a flagging member of the organization, maybe have a political will or maybe have ambition to contest, then in that direction, the organization can say, okay, look, since that is the case, what can we do now is that let us try to, organize ourselves and put ourselves together to carry as one person, to carry so person because the person is part of our organization. And then right. you are saying that the organization is not political. So what I really want for you to explain to the Liberian as far as you all are listening to you about this time is that what you make of the Nimbans who may be part of the organization and have the ambition to contest for the presidency. What do you say as organization? Why is your stand on that? Really?
Emmanuel, thank you. As I said, the law is clear. It's a member of almost like you get your children. And your son says you want to run as a king in a school, right? You not say, oh, because my neighbor's son, so him son, then my son, so I'm going to support my neighbor's son. You support your son because he is your son. You are a member. We are struggling now. You see, Kuka Tono and the rest of the organization, they are on the budget. But Nima Kwalewu is the biggest organization. We have high number. 100,000+ membership with excluding Nima, We're talking about in the 14 counties, we have 100,000+ membership, registered membership. And we are well structured, we are well organized. We are not on the government budget. So we get a Nima Kwado person who is qualified, who is competent, who are going to school and had a desire to run like Reverend Wanta in district number 17. He want to go. The only thing that we don't want is in Nima Kwado, we don't want maybe 4 persons coming from district number 17 to say, okay, Mosurado, Nima Kwado, 4 persons are running to become representative. Then we'll bring your in and say, no, we can support 1 person. We can go out now to canvass for you because we know your strength, we know your strength. We know when you get it, you're going to advocate for us. We're going to do something. Say Nima Kwado is a well-organized organization. They are settled land dispute in Nima. They are going to Waji to settle this. So it will give them 100,000 yearly at least. Or every budget year, it will be okay. You'll be able to push our agenda. So we support our sons and daughters who are within the organization and they are due payers. So we'll support you. We'll support you. Because our neighbors on school farm, we can't go there and say, oh, our neighbor saying to him, son. Then we'll support you. And the end of the day, you go, you forget about us. But when you go there, you don't do it. We'll get it right now to say, we the one that make it. And we'll go and vote against it. When we say non-political, it means that you don't take the organization without the interest of NEMA and give it to another person. Like, people from Bon County, they will not take Carton and can't give it and say they support Nima County. You will not hear it. People from Gibraltar will not take that organization and say they're going to support Nima County. You will not hear that. And you not even hear people from Gibraltar even saying they're going to endorse President Weah, where he even grew up. Then our big organization like that, wherein we want to promote our members, we want to promote the issue of NEMA. Anything that concerns the citizens for to promote, then we take it and go give it out to somebody who is not even member, who is not deeply because he has promised us something in the future. We say no. Emmanuel, we are saying no to this. So when an organization is non-political, it means that we don't endorse a particular candidate from outside of Nima County. As you can remember, some time ago, Jeremiah called us and he gave us 15 motorbikes. 15. And according to our leader, they said he even gave 400,000+ to transport people with Liberian dollar. And they distributed the money among the people and they put gas in the motorbike, pay the county leader and distributed the 15 motorbikes to the 15 county heads. And those motorbikes are in the county. That day we had the opportunity, we had a chance to say, oh, our son, oh, I will say, and we start jumping here and there, and we will declare him as our candidate that will fully support. But he said there's an important because Nima Kwade is non-political. I don't want for to politicize the entire thing. So I just call you people here to give you this motive as my goodwill as a senator of Nima County. Imagine that day we had the power to tell Honorable Isaac down that endorse this man, say that he should be president. We had the power. But we said no. This organization, we want to maintain the unity. We get some of our brothers from CDC. So if we come here, we endorse MDR, a candidacy against the CDC. Definitely those who are supporting all from the angle of the CDC, who are members of the organization, will be disenchanted. And that is a very smart game that happened that day. But in the twinkle of an eye, after 2 months, for us to take the entire organization to President Weah and endorse the president without the acquiescence of the entire youth congress and the leadership, it was disheartening. It was done by a few handful of people that which we keep on saying that it is not good. We want to maintain the neutrality and the integrity of the organization. So if it's some of our organization like me, if I want to run, people can kind of say, yeah, OP is good. The man he has 5 degrees, he has been working, he has a little experience. I think we can push him. The organization can back me up. They can give me the strength, they can augment my strength. At least when I get there, I'll push more for the organization and do other things that will bring the vibrancy to the organization. Like our daughter, Payday. She's useful to the organization. She was part of the organization. And she's working in government. So you can go to her and say, oh man, today we'll get 1 person that's qualified, get any space, they help us. She ought to push it. So these are things that we want. So she will not come and say, oh, because our in the organization and this and that. So I'm coming for all of you to go and support the government. We will say clearly to your face, no. We will say clearly to your face, no. If you want empowerment of the organization, come from members and employ them into the various entity, into government ministry agency or into private sector and make sure that we make more money to pay more dues to the organization. That's what we're saying. Because politics, there's something in politics we call divide and rule methods. And that's why the politicians normally use, when they see a united group, a group that is focused, they want to achieve a particular goal, they will definitely go after you people because they want to cut on somebody or they want to do certain things that is not right. They will want to use one person, one or two persons, and they will enforce it to divide you people, scatter the whole thing, and they will continue to be in charge. That which we say no today, we say no tomorrow, we say no day after tomorrow, and we'll continue to say no. And we'll not bow down to this pressure. We'll continue to resist and stand, and our stand remain consistent.
So thank you, Mr. Willie. Thank you for what you just explained, and what really I want to ask you as a NEMA-based organization. We have two or three children from NEMA who are also vying for the presidency. I really want to know as to whether if any of them they are member of the organization, the leader of Councilor Tiawon Gonglu, the leader of Jeremiah Kun, the leader of Jeremiah Wapo. Are they member of NEMA Kwado?
All of these people, they are member of our organization. They are member. I say the organization got two ways. You are either member by association or member by due payment. Once you are from NEMA, you are part of the organization by association. But to be a full due payment, have an ID card and a membership, that's another thing. So they are member by association. And now they are running, right? So you have to come to us, oh, gentlemen, I'm running. Oh, this is my plan. This is what I want to do. And we'll make decisions based on what you have done. I always say it's an individual organization. We don't carry the organization as a group to support a party.
Well, first, I think the internet is trying to, have a little problem. Why is true in trying to connect with all? It's important that I think it's still there, but it's also important that we join him in the discussion to have your input and to ask the necessary question that you want to ask. So in the process for us to make the discussion more interactive, because we believe that Obi is still there. I think trying the internet is still giving hard time, so you can join in the process for us to discuss. If you have any questions, we will soon be accepting people question, and a comment. If you have a comment to make, we'll be expecting your comment in the process. If you want to ask a question about the organization you distancing themselves from President we are re-election, and one of the things for me he has said, and I should be proud of as son from NEMA, is that President we is not from NEMA, and the organization leadership going to endorse President we are. I think we try to connect him on the platform. So it's like confusing people, because the fact is that if you have an organization that is based in the 15 countries, you have a root, you have a constitution that says the organization supports someone who part of the organization also come from the country. So in that direction, I think trying to join or let read John OP. So in the direction for you to go and say you want to endorse someone outside of the organization, I think welcome back, OP.
Yeah,
like I was saying, like I was saying to you, one thing I wanted for you to make the listening audience clear is that the organization in question have a constitution. They have an article incorporated that operate in the 15 countries, in the 15 countries in Liberia. So what really I want to understand from you is that wherein the Senator Kun, today Senator Kun has been selected as running mate to Ambassador Joseph Newman Boaka. And in the same corridor again for NEMA, we are seeing Councilor Gonglu saying from the LPP angle that he wants to become president. Do you think it's necessary to, as organization, to call nobody to say, oh look, guys, what we can do as organization, and one of the biggest organizations in NEMA is that they all try to find a resolution that maybe says, okay, we want to say, okay, two of you are a good person, because everybody are claiming to be good. If you go to Councillor Gonglo today to say between you and Kokun, who is a good person, he say he's a good person. And similar thing, you go to Kun will be saying that he's a good person over Councillor Gonglo. So when it comes to that decision, I believe that if the organization can say, okay, let us go together to see how we can have the maybe like a primary, the organization have a indoor primary with those guys, and see how best, because the issue of voting is about number. I believe one way or other there will be another force in the organization who will be supporting Councillor Gonglo. The other people will be there to supporting Senator Kumbe running mate to Ambassador Bwaka. So usually it's necessary for the organization to take such decision to say, okay, let us go on a roundtable to have a final conclusion wherein we will be presenting, as organization will be presenting one person to the Liberian people to vote. Usually it's necessary in that direction.
Yeah, Emmanuel, as I continue to say, organization, no political posture remain. We have been having consultations with some lawyers, with some people. When you say something is non-political, it means that you don't go publicly and tell the people that, oh, then all or go this direction. We say we are organization that bring about resolution, we bring peace, we intervene in the situation that bring chaos in the country. Any situation that will bring chaos in the country, we intervene into that. That is our work, and we have been doing it. Like the land dispute in Nima, when the senator then failed, when everybody failed, it was Nima Kwado that called both parties, and they were able to come together. And today the tension actually went down because of Nima Kwado. That's the kind of mediation, role that the organization normally plays. So now, per your question, to answer it, that is our road. If we see two of our sons fighting for a particular position, we have to call them on the round table and say, no, we can't go this way. Let one person bury their ego and see the person that get a higher number to go. We don't just allow everyone to be going good, and our entire vote will be divided. We want to go one way. So we do the consultation behind closed door. We don't come public to tell about, oh, my people, and we are not politicians. When you are a mediator, you solve the issue under water. You don't come out. You will solve the issue, and the next day you will hear good result coming out. And in your heart, you are rejoicing. Yeah, our work, our effort in going thing. At least we put some time to something, and this is yielding result. Decision are something that will be in the interest of the county. Emmanuel Nima is for the county, and it should do something that will benefit the county. Anything that will not benefit the county, anything that will go against the county, then it's not Nima Kwado. So we bring the two politicians together and say, Muse Kwade, mean we are one. So while two of our sons will be fighting for one position, when it is in Nima, it's different, but on the national scene, even in Nima, end of the district, 10% want to run that one, you can do it, that we have no issue. But outside of the county, coming to the national politics, we intervene. We play the motherly role. We don't hate anyone. The president, we are called, oh, go there. Tiamun call, oh, go there. Kun call, oh, go there. And we sit down with them, we give them our expert opinion on issues. But if we take one side, tomorrow, right after October 10, we go to Tiamun and say, oh, but somebody died in Lofa, we won't go there. He didn't will look at his money and give it to us. He said, you are compromise, you go to President, we are supporting. Or you go to Kun, you are supporting. Or if it ain't go Kun way, if we can't Kun way, tomorrow President will tell us, yeah, but you ain't supporting, so I win. I don't get your time. And they will dash, but we don't want the organization to be destroyed. That is our saying, Emmanuel. So we can bring our sons together because they have a member, and they are member by association. Because they are member by association, we can mediate between them. We can talk to them. We have to wait for situation to occur before we go to them. We can call them on board now. But the way it stands, and the board has suspended as it dying, asthma for and the rest of it, now our hands are tied. Our hands are tied. We can't do anything much right now. So the youth congress is saying that we should refrain from being political and bring the body together to make a decision to, before campaign open, let's make sure and know where we stand and where we are going. We can do our discussion in-house and come up with a particular decision. That decision, we can do it. Then we tell our members, go and vote based on what the person has done. Don't go because somebody has given me $500. If I want you the $500 and I leave you out, what is benefit will the organization get? So that is our stand, Emmanuel. That is our stand. So we are mediators, we are not politicians.
So about this time, we'll be allowing people to join us in a conversation wherein there'll be, necessary question asked and we will respond. So let us welcome Brother Garrison. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the conversation.
Thank you very, thank you very much. Thank you. The conversation is interesting, and I would like the speaker to learn. Then I will give my input.
Okay. So, Opi, to just conclude, I think you have 5 minutes to conclude, and so the audience can have questions to ask, you about, or to have an input about what you are discussing. So just ask you one day and conclude.
Thank you ever so much.
Opi, I'm coming to you. If you think today Nima Kwado was to say, okay, they want to scale President Weah and that sense of boom in selecting, you think by who way the Nima Kwado can go to say, oh, we want to, governors our support be answering so present?
Emmanuel, I think Smiley, I told you earlier on that if your sons and your neighbor's son are running a race, you will not say because your neighbor's son is too handsome or she's too beautiful than your son, you will not support your son. That's the answer I will give you. You will definitely support your child. You will definitely support. And that is an open secret because we are from Nema and the organization is from Nema. Do you really think Kukatono will go and say they're supporting anybody from Nema that is running? Do you really think so? They'll leave from behind Joe Howard Taylor. But they will not come public. They will not come and hold placard and be jumping here and then say, oh, today we are supporting Joe Howard Taylor. No. But in their mind, it is their daughter. If the leadership goes to Bon County, they benefit more. Their sons and daughters will be employed, will be working. Emmanuel, that one is an open secret. But Nima Kwado, because of unity, because we are from diverse political background, we don't want to come public and say today, Jeremiah, we heal you, or Prince Johnson, we heal you. Or no, we don't do that. That will bring disunity. We want when the entire political issue is over, we will be able to still stand as a group, as a team. But if our leader will go and just sell us or mortgage us to a particular political party, it becomes an issue. This organization is for Nima. Okay. It's for Nima, clearly for Nima. So everything concerning Nima, we have to sit there and say, oh, you are going wrong, don't do this. Let's try to do a mediator. We want to play a civil society role, not a political role. If we come public and start saying these things, Emmanuel, definitely people will be disenchanted. And people will not be able to come to our call. You think for what reason I say that and call me and say, come, I'll call all of you and say, gentlemen, let's go and we start moving. Because we know we are neutral and our decision is independent. And we support who we want to support. Yeah, so to conclude, is that give me 5 minutes. To conclude, I want to tell the people of Nema, that Kwado is independent. Kwado is not a political party or auxiliary for any political party. We are an independent group of people. We think, we look at what you have done, we value you, and based on your work, we vote you. We don't vote you because we give us money. We don't vote you because you have promised us certain things. We say no to that, and we remain objective as Youth Congress. Any attempt by anyone to take the organization to anybody because they get a handout or a plate of food that they are eating, half of it, they give it to them and they feel that because they are hungry, they want to eat it. We say let them desist from that. They should not carry the organization. Any attempt to carry the organization, we the Youth Congress will resist the action and we will take the media and every other platform available to us and make them irrelevant. That's all we have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. So you remain there while Bro Garrison, I think, to join the conversations. So Bro Garrison will give you 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah. But before that, I see somebody's on the live. They are asking you to call them so that they can give their input. So I'd like you to tell them that they can join in by sending an invite to the show instead of asking the show to call. So Askia Samura, you can join in, hit the invite button, and the moderator will okay you, and you'll be live and you'll have an input. Back to the discussion. Brother Willie, thank you very much for appearing. I sat keenly listening to you, and there are a lot of contradictions. There are a lot of contradictions from you, but one that stands out is that the contradiction you making that the Nima Kwado is a non-political institution.
Yeah.
You continue to maintain by words that the Nima Kwado is a non-political institution, but you are inferring that the Nima Kwado will select or will rather choose someone in the electoral process, and that person will come from Nima, which of course is tribalistic. The other day I saw Nima Kwado in Bon County and other parts of the country doing voter sensitization awareness messages. And I wonder, although Nima Kwado means that we are one, I didn't think that the group manifesto or the group would descend into being a more tribalistic one that supersedes tribalism supersedes that of the country interest. So the point I'm trying to make to you is that you cannot tell all that you are no political organization, but still inferring that that Nima Kwado will choose a son of Nima rather than a son of Grand Jide, a daughter of Kema. So you place no qualification over the preference of Nima Kwado, but you restricted it on a tribal line. So if you bring that, you cannot convince us that this is a non-political organization when you are telling us that Nima Kwado will make a political decision, and that decision will be based on the representation of Nima. That means a son or daughter will come from Nima. From what I deduce here is that it won't be long before we hear that Nima Kwado is supporting the ticket of Jeremiah Kuhn because he hails from Nima County.
Before we go to you, let me tell Oscar Samora that if you want to join the platform, you can go to the invite box and then log there. Then I will accept you. So I think a request, but you are not joining the platform to do. If you want to participate, maybe two via phone, then we can give you the number to call and make your info. So
my brother, thank you all so much. We are not tribalistic. All of us in our organization will marry different tribes, and once you marry to, or definitely you become member of Nima Kwado. If my wife is qualified and she wants to run in district number 17 where we reside, definitely I take them to Nima Kwado. I said, there's my wife, she qualified, she wants to run as representative. And she's from Maryland. So is that tribalistic? Or is that tribalism? No. I'm saying to you, two of our sons from Nima, they are running for a particular position in a particular district or in a county. We call them to order that no, we are one. So two of you can go. It will divide a group. The vote will divide, will not be able to win a position. So we play a mediation role. We become a mediator. More than being supporting a divisive environment. Say, okay, then a Mano man, and a Gil man, and a Mandingo man, and a this. And we have 5 major tribes in Nima. And those 5 major tribes, they are from other countries too as well. So it is not been trouble. But the issue is the welfare of the citizens of Nima. That's what the organization is actually for. That's why when our sister died in Rehefi, the organization moved there swiftly. They say her boyfriend killed her. And we intervened. And the organization was able to rally around to bury her. That's the kind of thing we have been doing. As we're talking now, the suspended president has violated and he gone Nima. I mean, he gone a grand crew. 2 persons died there. They are from Nima. And they were waiting for the Nima Kwado, the leadership, to go there. And he has gone there. Right? So you're not allowed, you're not saying that Kukatono should go there and take the initiative. It's not possible. It's not possible. So we are not being trouble. I want you to dispel that. We are not being trouble. It's a citizen-based organization, the traditional organization. That's what I'm saying to you. Is it still there?
I think in that travel land, so we will be accepting the CEO of this show to join or have our own say. So we can get our own point. So CEO, you are welcome on the platform.
Garrison, maybe Garrison phone, his internet is going bad. Exactly the question that Garrison was asking Mr. Willie. I
Yeah.
need to, because I felt that Mr. Willie contradicted a whole lot. I don't know much about this organization, but I heard that this organization from him, that this organization is not a political, organization. Okay, we understand that.
Right.
But in the same vein, Mr. Willie is saying that if you want to run in politics or something like that, and if you come to the organization and the organization,
No, mommy, no.
hold
I
on,
didn't say so. I said our
Willie,
member.
Willie,
I said our member with you.
Hold on.
all right, let me speak.
Yeah,
I listen.
I'm
I'm
listening.
watching dishes here, but I'm listening to the conversation. So
Okay.
when I'm done, you will correct me if I'm wrong, and then
Okay.
we'll have a good conversation. But
Thank
my
you. I'm listening.
understanding for what you were saying is that even if you're a member, this organization is not political.
Right.
It's basically for the country, although it is based in Nima and stuff, and in extension, anybody from other parts of the country can join as long as you become a paying member. Am I correct?
Let me correct that. I said our membership, all of our citizens who left Nima, who are residing in other counties, and their family,
Okay,
they will come
not saying
together.
anything different.
Yes.
I'm not saying anything different.
Right.
I'm saying that the base is in Nimba. So if you are Nimbayan and the base is in Nimba, you can be in Grand Crew, wherever place it is, in extension you are, but then you can extend it to other parts of the country if you're a paying member. Is that right?
No, where you reside is where the groupings are there. This group is not based in Nima. We are Nibayan who left Nima and outside of Nima. We the one now. I was said to go at Nima Kwado. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
right.
but
If you are in Bapolu, if you are in
Willie.
Bapolu, and you put 25 there, you put Nima Kwado together in Bapolu.
Okay, Willie, you're not understanding me. I'm trying to tell you the name, the moniker, Nima. It says it all. So you can be in Grand Jita or Monserrado County. If you're from Nima, it's safe to say you can be part of that group. And the extension, you can add other people there in extension if they are paying members. Is that correct?
Correct.
So I think I understood you correctly. But what I'm saying is that you keep, harping on this group not being a political group. But in the same vein, I hear you saying that, for example, when the host was, Emmanuel was asking you, about the different sons of Nima and stuff like that. But you went in the conversation to say, for example, if a person wants to run, and if in good standing with the people of Nima, they can come to you guys, and say, "Oh, we want to run." Am I correct to say that?
That's what you said.
I'm saying to you that if you are our member, you are member of Nima Kwado, like either Emmanuel or me, I want to run. I'm going to go to the leadership, and the leadership will support me.
But then you are not an organization devoid of politics. You are a political organization. If that's how you're gonna go, because I listened to the guy. I don't remember his name. The overall guy, not the one that was suspended or kicked out. I don't know. He said that by you being a member of this organization, it does not mean that you don't have political affiliations. The bottom line is that even with your politics, it should have nothing to do with the organization. And that's why I understood him to say, you came out again to say, if you say you want to run for politics, you come to us and we will see what we can do. Then that's a contradiction.
Mommy, it's not a contradiction. We are not going to go open it and say, "Oh, we are supporting OP," but you will come and make your interest known to the group. But the group is not going to go open it and what our president did. If you will go out and say, let me address.
Garrison, hold on.
Garrison, hold on. You will not go out there on the radio to say, "Oh, today we are endorsing OP." No, it's an in-house thing. It's an underground work that we will do. That's what our president did not do.
But
So
they
why he did?
don't
Listen to me now, mommy. You have to listen to me. So why he has gone to carry us to the president without even informing us that, oh, we are going to make endorsement? That's what makes it a very, very embarrassing to us.
Mr. Willie, they do not
Yes.
sell the organization as apolitical because maybe you didn't mean to say those words. If you say that an organization is all apolitical, people with political leanings should not come together to your organization and say,
Definitely.
I want to run. Because if you do that, you extending yourself to be a person or an organization that is political because you welcoming a political person. Individually, if you support an individual political stuff, you have every right. But if you come on and tell me that your organization is apolitical, and then if someone wants to run and they gotta come and see your face to say, oh please, I want to run an in-house, then you're not selling your organization the right way.
No, mommy.
Let me intercept a bit.
Emmanuel, you the moderator.
Yeah.
Let make things clear before you intercept. We holding
This
Brother
right?
Willie by his statement. But Willie is clear. Brother Willie has continued to double down on what he has been saying. He's not changing anything. He's telling us it's a clear contradiction. He's telling us that the organization is not political, but encouraging the members to come and consult them politically moving forward. So that means the organization is political. You can't vote that the organization is
directly our organization in our preamble paragraph 2 says that the organization is non-political.
So why encourage people to come to you? The question.
Listen to me. So if the organization constitution says that the organization is non-political, we are citizens of this country and we make political
to be on the manifesto. There's one thing to have it on the manifesto. There's another thing to implement.
Garrison, the way you understand it, maybe that's it, but we get a right to go and make our individual decisions. We have the right to go and make our individual decisions. If our son or member of our organization is saying that, oh, gentlemen, I'm about to vie to a particular position, we are not going on the radio. We are not going on the social media to go and propagate your agenda. That's what we are going to do. We're going to talk to our members in-house. That's what I'm telling you.
To do I'm not going to talk with a member to do what
is now supporting Obi Willie and we go. No, that's what we are saying.
So which type of talking will you do? Will you hold consensus among members to come back for that individual?
Like district number 17, we have one of our strong member who is now running to be a representative. So the citizens from Lima who are based within district number 17, they didn't want to make that decision. Oh, your son is running, he will come and have a meeting. I've been just here with you. Oh, I'm running. I'm running. I want to be a representative. I've been your member. So those members, they are not going to go on the radio to go on talk show because we get people from different political parties. So you will convince from individual, within the organization, we decide to say, okay, we are doing X, Y, Z. That's what I'm saying to you. But if the
organization, if the organization will not endorse, or the organization will not put it on the table, why does the organization encourage people, its members, to come to the organization and state that they are going for political office?
My brother, we are citizens of this country and we have a voting right. So you are listen to me. So you are telling me that I should not vote, right? That's what you are telling me?
No. What I'm telling you is that when an organization is a political, it means that everybody has an individual right. It does not come in conflict or it does not interfere with any kind of decision making of the organization. If I'm a part of Nima Kwado, I need no consensus from the group. If I'm contesting or am I voting for any individual. So the group should stay out of it. The group should not make that judgment. The group should not encourage any of these members to come to it to tell it that he or she wants to.
You will not tell exactly what to do. You will not tell exactly what to do. You will not tell me what to do or what the organization is supposed to do. You will not tell me. You're not suggest that to us. We are saying according to our constitution, if our members,
Mr. Willie.
I'm coming, my man. If our members
Mhm.
who is a due payer is willing to take a political office at the consensus of the membership within our district or within our region, they will definitely support. That's what we are saying to you.
Mr.
I want,
Willie, Mr.
I want to
Willie,
inject.
But we don't
can
take the
I ask
organization.
you?
The organization meant for
Before we go
members.
to the CEO, I want to inject. Mr. Willie,
Yeah.
why is true, honestly, why is true that the organization is not political? Let us get this clear. In the sense that the organization needs, number one, empowerment. The organization members need to be empowered. And there are, when we talk about empowerment, there are a lot of empowerment human beings have. People can be empowered politically, maybe to get somewhere and make the organization free to move forward.
Right.
And again, why you saying that govern around the citizens from Nema County to say, oh yeah, we want for you to support your member within the organization who is also vying for a president or maybe a representative. It should be something that the body, what for me, what I'm looking at is that it should be something written in the constitution. The CEO are coming to you. It should be written in the constitution that yes, we support our own. I think that from that perspective,
Emmanuel is clear in the constitution that we support our own, the interests of NEMA. That's why I continue to say, but they are saying I'm contradicting. I said no.
Let the CEO
Once
talk.
the thing is within the interest of NEMA, we support it.
So, Mr.
that is
Willie,
Yes,
from
mommy.
listening to you, I kudos to you. You're a very intelligent young man. I must give you that. But I'm trying to tell you that if you go back, you might be in the position to know that you were very contradictory because the reason why, you see, I got on, Garrison got on exactly what I heard was, me and Garrison was in sync. We're in two different continents. We're in
Right.
sync. I am saying to you that, for example, you say, okay, so people can come to you even if your organization is apolitical. Suppose 5 persons comes to you and tell you they're vying for that same position. What will you do as an organization? It's a rhetorical. I'm not asking you to answer right now. It's a rhetorical. So if you are telling me that this organization is apolitical, I'm not sure where in your apolitical organization where it says that if a person wants to buy for a position, they should come get clearance, so to speak. Clearance, I can put it in air quotes. Clearance from you for you people to pat them on the back and say, okay, good son, you've done well. You can go and you can go and run for this position. I'm telling you that means that, as I say, you're intelligent. In the English word, it say you're speaking from both sides of your mouth.
Yeah.
You cannot come and tell me, I said that I listened to your leader, I just don't remember his name. When he was
No, Mr. Pote, Mr. Pote.
yes, that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
When he came on to give the resolution, how you guys, I don't know, suspended this guy or the down guy or whatever the case is, he was absolute in his conversation, absolute that the organization has no political leanings. The organization was there to help the citizenry. They wanted to expand it so the organization can be one of the organizations that if they have conflicts, they can go and solve these conflicts. There was no in that conversation that I heard him saying that if you want to run as a politician for any place, you can come to us and we will see your record, and behind the scenes we will be able to to work with you. He said that everybody in the organization has political leanings, but you do not put it out there, because if you put it out there, you put it out there as an individual, not as the organization. So for you to say that, it is very contradictory.
Apparently, I get you. Apparently, the way I put it, that's the interpretation that is going. Because I said a lot of things. I told you people exactly that the organization had a constitution, and the constitution is then that it guides us. And we, in our constitution, the preamble paragraph 2 states clearly that we are non-political, we are not a politician. That's why I said to you. And because Azedan took us unknowingly and carried on to the president, and he did not consult anybody, he did not tell us what was the intent of the meeting, he lied to us, and he carried on. In the end of the day, the people were disenchanted. They wanted to endorse the president and they broke him or to suspend him. I think I explained all of that, and they set up a committee. And I was the Secretary General for the committee. We investigated, we came out of Azedan to carry the organization and endorse president where it was wrong, which we refrained from the media and all of that. That's why the position of the youth. But I told you clearly, I don't want to reiterate that if our members, I did not say outsiders, within the organization want to take part in political activities, we as members of the organization will support you. I'm not saying somebody just jumping like Harrison just come today and say, gentlemen, I joined your membership. I want to be part of the membership. So tomorrow I want to be representative. Harrison will say no to you, but we don't know you. We're talking about people that we know. That's what I'm saying here. But you guys say, I contradicted, I said, no. But if all you are coming and you had an ambition to run and you within the organization, definitely the organization will support you. But we are not.
The host can be able to bring somebody on if they want to come on. But Mr. Willie, I'm glad I had this conversation with you. But we agree to disagree. I'm sure when you go back, you'll have some recollections on what you say, and you will know that it doesn't vibe with what the organization says. So at the end of the day, you cannot be apolitical and then be political. So in anybody that's
non-political.
I'm
hearing you. You're interesting. I like that.
You go back. You can be apolitical and political. It's like a gauche, you right, you left, you center. You don't have any leanings. So I will step off.
Before you leave, let me just point from where you just said. You don't need to be political, and you don't need to be political and or non-political. In a sense, I think every society has a grouping, and one way or another, you belong to a specific group in a society, and where in the society, the portion that you form yourself, maybe they try to implement something. I don't think there is anything wrong with it to say you will not affiliate yourself, or maybe you will not show that type of law to the person. Because in the fact that, like I mentioned about every society need to develop. So maybe with you can see that is the case with Nima. I know Garrison want to talk. So since that is the case with Nima, and you are contesting for so position, the best thing we can do, we want to maybe say, okay, look, the Nima community, because the issue is what Nima Kwado, if you look at the nature of it, Nima Kwado means we are one. So
I don't care how you want to smooth it over to help your friend mess up. So when your friend goes behind the scene, you will tell him he mess up. You making a general statement about people being political and apolitical. We are being specific here to this organization. This organization has the as you call it, the TOR, the terms of reference, or whatever you guys want to call it. And your organization says that they are not a political leaning organization. They have politicians in the organization. They do not promote them. They will not promote anything political. But you as an individual can do it in exclusion of the organization. But if you come to tell me that someone who has political leanings, they can come to you and you can basically let them kneel down and you put them on the head and say, go, and we will take care of you. And then that means that your words are not absolute. So I'm talking about the laws in this organization. I'm not talking about a regular human being. But at the end of the day, we're going in circles. I heard what I heard. Mr. Garrison heard what he heard, but you know, it is what it is. I will get off. Maybe other people wants to come on, they can come on, but Mr. Willie, I must say that you're a very articulate young man. I listen to you, you're a smart young man, but if you get caught doing saying something that you feel is slight, try to be able to, how when the people playing basketball, they're running the floor, and somebody, people look at them falling, they get right back up. You are supposed to, that comes to maturity. You can be able to get up and cover yourself, but eventually you will listen and you will know that unless you got this in your preamble, as you say, and we don't know, but if you tell me one thing and you say something else, I will call you out. But peace out. Y'all have your conversation.
All right. Thank you for your advice. I'm here. I'm waiting for more questions. Thank you ever so much, mommy.
All right, all right.
I like your approach. It's a pleasure meeting you.
So like we were saying earlier, you want to join the conversation, you can start, invite you to be accepted and be part of the conversation. It's very interesting. Like maybe other folks out there will be saying because maybe the Quado youth are coming up because they trying to flip how they call it, the decision, or they trying to flip to the side of maybe Senator Kuhn or Councilor Gongo is reaching their distancing and say, if you want to form part of the conversation, I urge you that you should join the conversation so we can make it more interactive. Like the honorable you was saying something, you were saying something where in the field were also making analysis of maybe you are not being a little bit balanced, you are being biased to the process wherein your organizations,
the entire explanation I did, the only thing they had to pick up from there is the issue about being non-political. But all of the happenings where they took us to the President Weah and the endorsement and all of the committee reports and all of that, I think I did all the explanation, but they were not able to even ask me how the committee report went and who all we invited and what all was said. So I'll be able to explain to them in detail. As we said earlier on, the organization is non-political. We stand by that. Any political decision that is not in line with the organizational rules and regulations or the bylaws is definitely rejected, as we said it, that we don't take the interest of NEMA above any other or anybody interest. That's why when something happens, we use our own money. We don't get support from government, we don't get support from anybody. We pay our dues, do our article stuff, whatever we get from there is what we use to facilitate our going out in the various counties. So I just want to make it clear to your followers and those who are listening to us that NEMA Quado is non-political. We stand by that. And anyone who is taking the organization to any political party, they just want to eat some money. They just want to get some cash because it's a proper time. The times are hard. People are looking for a way to survive, but you cannot survive, over the organization. You cannot survive over the people of NEMA because we have numbers and you want to use divide and rule methods on us. So we are saying clearly to you that we will not, and NEMA Quado will never support a particular candidate in this election. We remain independent and we make our decision as individual, not as a group. Because we are from diverse political background. I think I explained that in detail. That's what I told them. But your panelists are still saying that because I said if our member or somebody from within the organization want to run, we can support it and say so it made the organization a compromise. We said no, it's not compromise. It's just being real. It's just that your son is in the house and he want to partake in a particular funds and he said no, I'm going to support my neighbor or I will just come there and support anybody. That's what we are saying. So we will not come as a group to go on the public to endorse. They say, oh yeah, today we are taking the organization to Tiaun Gonglo, or we're taking the organization to Jeremiah Kwanfung or to Jeremiah Wapo, or whatever. The organization can't do that. Once you do that, there is a penalty that will reprimand you for doing that. We'll give a very strong warning. and either we expel you or we suspend you and investigate you. You are found guilty. If you are even caught of taking bribes from undercover from politicians, we will also suspend you. These are things that we're pushing here. The organization integrity must still be able to put the people together. That's what we are saying. So there is no contradiction into what we are saying to the media. So that's it.
So, like you were saying, what I want to know, like recent member of the organizations were selected to have been running mate to Ambassador Joseph Human Parker, which is Senator Kuhn. I believe that he's a member of the organization. So, and I really know as to whether the decision taken by Ambassador Parker, it was something maybe Senator Kuhn discussing with the organization that, look, General Guy, I've been engaged or I've been, reached out to undergo such a test or maybe to be selected and run a contest. Because what we're saying, the issue of politics is about number. And I believe that with the organization constitution clearly stating that the organization will support.
From March 4th up to current, the organization is under leadership crisis. It's a board that is now just constituted a new leadership that is trying to work out things, Mr. Fangalo. So the organization will not consult it. Even they are politicians. As I said to you, we are civil society organization. We want tomorrow when something happens between the Unity Party and the CDC government, or something happens between the PLP and the UP, we should be able to form part of the investigating committee who will go out and say, oh yeah, Nima Kwando, civil society, they are neutral. We are neutral body. If Jeremiah Kung is selected by the former vice president to be a running mate, that's a good thing. But these people, they are politicians. They do their thing behind the scene. We are not part of any political arrangement. We are not being consulted. But they make their decision. Come on, but the organization will vote people based on what they have done. They will vote people based on their track records and to uphold the integrity of the organization, to remain consistent on what we are preaching. We don't want to contradict ourselves. They say, because Jeremiah Kung is elected, so now all Nima Kwado may want to go. We say no. They will have members in the organization who are citizens. So if you take them to say, go and support Unity Party, will they do it? No, they won't. So as they come to the bigger platform, the decision, the level of people to make individual decisions is not as a group. We go one right after election, the team should be able to hold together. That's what I keep on saying.
Okay, thank you very much for the analysis and for accepting our invitations to come and share the platform of the issue of the youth, stand on the endorsement of President We are by distancing itself and the reaching left to the distancing. And one of the things I really want, I've been wondering to maybe reconcile in my mind is that at a certain point you will hear the suspended president speaking out on behalf of the organization. While it's true that the committee report said the organization should go back on a status quo, but the suspended president also said if the fact in concern and remain the legitimate president of the organization, and then the constitution, or not constitution, but the committee report stated that everybody should remain on status quo, meaning they are expecting a convention to be here, which is August. But now, one of the things I'm looking at is that the statement continually is coming from the suspended president that in fact said he had dissolved a board, but listen to him, he said he had dissolved a board. What really I want to understand is that the constitution, which portion of the constitution gave or at which level the board president, the board have power or the national president have power over the board. I don't really know. So I've been something that confused.
Section 4.1, you will see clearly the board has the power to dissolve, to suspend, to expel, and it's based on what you have done. One, the issue is grave, like what he has done, what Mr. Dan has done. We don't even want to dignify what he is doing. Because if the government that you claim to support, apparently they are giving you some money, You got to defend what they are giving you. So we are not accusing you of taking money, but if the man will be able to be on the media going back and forth, it means that the government is fully supporting him. And we don't have issue with that. All we are aware is impersonating. He's not in charge. Because as I said in my opening statement, that leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of people that are in your charge. So they take a group of people and give it to you and say you are the leader. You must make sure that you have control, total control over them, to be able to do things that will make them happy. But once the people are not happy and they are saying to you, what you are doing is wrong, either you apologize and you retire a statement for to go back to start up and you continue to say the same thing, it means that you're only ruling yourself. You have nobody following you. You're just taking a walk, maybe to go around. But at the end of the day, you will come on the round table and apparently he will not have the space. But we are giving him a chance, and the investigating committee subjected himself to it. He agreed on all the allegations that were leveled against him, and the reports are out there, and everybody's reading them. So we want to make our position clear that Mr. Dan is not the president, Nima Kwado. Currently, the new leadership will be in full swing, and they are working on modalities to get things done. That's all I have to
So
say about that.
you have like 3 minutes to conclude because we are about to close for the today,
Okay.
edition. So you have just 3 minutes to conclude.
Okay, I want to say to you, the Queen LRB, Abby LRB, and I'm saying it the right way. She thank her for the show. I will be open to come wherever we make some error, we can correct it. I want to say to our Nima people and those that are following and listening to us that the organization remain as non-political, and we will do everything we can to maintain the neutrality and integrity of the institution. So nobody should be convinced that we are political, we are taking a particular side. And not even Jeremiah Kun, not even the United Party. We will do individual judgment. And based on what the person has done, what will inform our decision as individual, not as an organization. Go on right after October 10, we should be able to run Kwado effectively, and we'll call meeting that we will be able to. We don't want to get some disenchanted of Kwado, as you can hear in the corridor of our country. That I'm disenchanted from this one, disenchanted from this one. We don't want to get such group. We want everyone to work as a team. Time for politics, these things can happen. People will come to infiltrate, and if you are not careful, you will become an enemy. You become an enemy to your brothers that you lost so much that you've been working together. So this is just meant to devour us for a very short period of time. After 4 or 5 months from now, the dust will settle and Nima Kwado will be strong again. So whatever Aze is doing, he's doing it as in coalition. Nobody sending, let him do it. Thank you ever so much for the opportunity. I hope to come again after we are put all the necessary checkpoints. We'll come back and give you the update on what is unfolding in Nima Kwado. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation, for taking part in our today's discussion. We appreciate you. Look forward to see you the next time as we call upon you to continue sharing the visions, to continue sharing the platform, the agenda of Nima Kwado Incorporated in Liberia as civil society grouping. And we say thank you very much for taking this time to be with us at about this time. So we say appreciate from the CEO to our local host, and to also some of our followers and our fans and brothers out there who are always following us. We say thank you very much for accepting our invitation to form part of our today edition.
Thank you ever so much.
So
Pleasure talking to you.
we climax. Thank you very much for following us on this Saturday edition of the Queen Abby Liberia show. Let me use this time to appreciate you all for following, for making comments, for sharing your view, for also contributing by joining the discussions. And We also assure that every Friday and Saturday, I will be in the studio to be sharing and bringing you the happiness in Liberia, the problems affecting us as Liberians on the show for us to be sharing this together, to be talking about it. We will not get tired talking. The reason is that Liberia is a country that we cannot be deported. Liberia is the only country that will have like our neighbor streams is buried here. So there's a name that we all put our hands together to see how best we can find solution to this unique and a great country that we all will be, proud of tomorrow. And let me say, I'm very sorry to people who were trying to make their way to join and they were unfortunate to have joined. Please, sorry, consider us, forgive us in the process as we see you next week, Friday and Saturday as you hear the theme song, meaning definitely we are, fighting for the weekend.